How's it going, guys? This episode of Froth Bros Media is powered by Ecoflow. Guys, we're super stoked to partner up with Ecoflow this year and be powering all our vehicles and accessories with the new Delta 3 Plus. Guys, if you want to learn more about these things, we've got a link in the description. If not, we'll show you more in the video about what this bad boy can do and when we fire it up. So for now, let's get into the action and enjoy the video. Let's go. Alrighty guys, in this episode of Froth Bros Media, we're getting stuck into the patrol again. Guys, we're going to get this thing race ready. I know a lot of you didn't like that in the last episode when I said it's going to be a race truck, but you know what? We don't care. We don't even know what it's going to be yet. So we've been busy already. We've ripped off a lot of the bar work and it's already gone and sold. So thank you to the boys that in the last episode we put up for sale, jumped on it straight away. Then yeah, we've got front bar work starting to get built for this thing already, and a few other little spicy things that are come into the engine bay and get it all started firing on all cylinders and maybe give her a limmy bash. So let's get stuck into this thing and have some fun with it. Yew.
Meanwhile.
Alrighty guys, getting stuck into this episode of the patrol. We're going to be removing all the bar work. We've got some new bar work to make up for it. We've got plugs, coil leads, distributor, absolutely everything. So we're going to start hooking into this thing, cleaning it up, and we're going to start jumping into a little bit of the electrical, cleaning all that sort of stuff up and making sure this thing is good to go. Let's get it. She's a bit of a pig, but she'll do the job. What do you reckon, dog? Hey? Yeah, he reckons Dad's bought a dud. I think he's not wrong.
End of flashback.
Alrighty guys, so I decided to go a little bit crazy on Marketplace, and for the motor of this thing, we know we're having issues with it. We got new spark plugs, coil leads, distributor, coil packs, all this random stuff that is going to hopefully make this thing start. We did get it briefly running on a bit of brake cleaner, which obviously isn't good enough. There's some issues going on with ECU, relays, something like that, doing some weird things. But I thought it'd be funny to throw a turbo in the mix. So we've jumped on and we have found a Chinese turbo kit. So we've got an external wastegate. This is a Temu turbo. Chinese manufactured turbo. Don't really know what I'm going to do with it besides put a bit of power in this thing. So let's have some fun. Let's get this thing wound up and make some boost, because a lot of people have told me, oh, get rid of the TB45, it's a useless engine, put a Duramax in there, put an FTE. Everyone's telling you to do something that someone else has already done. I've already got a motor in here, why don't we just have some fun with this motor? We're gonna put some boost through it, see if it blows. A lot of people have told me a turbo on a 45 is actually pretty fun. So if someone says fun, I'll come running. So yeah, let's get stuck into it. We're going to make some fancy pipe work on this. I'm not very good on the TIG, so I'm going to learn a bit more about TIGging, alley, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, get stuck into it. But for now, we've got a Wuhan war whistle. Let's go. It's also, the bloke that we bought it off also had this manifold here. It was one that he's run on cars previously. Does need a little bit of a clean up and work. We also have to get an adapter flange for this thing. I think it's a T3 flange or something we need to bolt this, so whether we remake this all together or we just bolt a flange on, keep a budget and just slap it in and see how it goes. Yeah, this thing should do the job for us and get us by for now until we decide we need more. So let's give it a crack, get stuck into this engine, see what we got to do. And also, how good are the new decals? We had to cover up, it did say TD42 on the door, but it's obviously not a TD42 and it's not a TD, so yeah, we've company stickers on there. She's all branded now. But guys, comment below, what do you want to see this car done up as? Do we paint it really nice and look sick? Do we give it like a full livery wrap? Do we go like a graffiti paint style? I want you to comment below what colours, what design, what style we're going to do to this thing and see what we can come up with. I want it to be a very, I don't know, playful ute. It's going to be a bit of this, bit of that. I don't want to take it too seriously, obviously. But yeah, let's have some fun with it. If we can get a cool design on this thing, I reckon it'd be absolutely awesome. Alrighty, so we've got a little bit of a list going. That's loose as well. The list on the windshield, which I was just showing you, it's going to be all our little tick lists. So we've got ECU and key barrel, we got sorted. Engine mount, it's missing an engine mount on the left-hand side. New radiator hoses are pretty gunked up. I'll show you a clip of that. Fuel regulator, it's buggered, and we're going to clean the tanks out, and I'm going to pull both tanks out of the rear of this thing, and I'm going to put a VDJ 135 litre tank in the back of it. So we're going to run one single tank. We don't have the stuff around the dual tanks and all those issues with sub-tanks. And then obviously turbo kit and thermostat and flush will go along with the rad hoses. So take a quick look at this. All right, so we're back on the shake cam. You all seem to love it when I go from the tripod back to the shake cam. So we got this here, thermostat. Let's focus in on him. There we go. Look how filthy that thing is. So that's disgusting. The lines that come off this, disgusting. So that's all getting pulled off. Our fuel reg, we actually ended up so our fuel reg, we actually cut the back off it off, and then that way it would, shake cam. So yeah, we cut the back of the fuel reg off, which actually allowed us to get fuel pressure through the fuel rail. So it was blocked up at the filter, we think, and then it was obviously getting blocked at the fuel reg was basically shut. It wasn't working at all, so we cut the back of that off, so now we've got no vacuum pressure. That's obviously why when we rev it up, she wants to play nasty noises with us. But yeah, new plugs, new dizzy, new leads, all that sort of stuff to go on there. Then we can build some sick pipe work, new airbox, turbo, and the high mount kit. So yeah, we're going to get stuck into that. So. Rightio guys, so it's been a few days since we last filmed on this thing, and we've got a little update for you. The big girl was struggling to start. We had ECU problems, we had a fuel issue, we had spark plug issues, we had coil pack issues, we had other issues which we'll get into more. But yeah, we've figured out the key problems. It's sort of running, it's starting and sort of running now. We don't have to run it off like brake cleaner. That's a bonus. So yeah, what actually happened was we weren't getting fuel at some point. Then our fuel regulator is gone. So I'll show you that. We got a new fuel regulator coming. We got new plugs in there, which was sweet. And then we actually had Mitch from Creek to Coast Mechanical come around after I put out the this SOS on Instagram. So Mitch come around, plugged in, did his thing, and figured out we made one sort of crucial mistake, but not really. I'll take you around and have a look. So when we jump in here, we've got, whoa, you've got your key barrel, your key reader. So what was happening, we was putting the key reader on and off the barrel, and it was causing a few little issues for us. When we do something in the engine bay, we weren't sure, then the stuff in here, you know, we got twisted wires and everything. So key reader's on, he plugged in, we worked out something's going on with the ECU, trying to lock it out with the immobiliser. Now that we got past that, we've got the key reader in, we've got the right key in. So we've also got two other keys here, which obviously wasn't working. That key fits, but that one doesn't, but that one's got the reader and that one doesn't. You get what I'm saying. But now, we can do the magic and get this thing turning and firing. So let's give it a fire up. Alrighty, let's go. How good's this? She's rough. Let's give it a go. We'll get it fired up. Well, we're interrupting this video to talk more about the sponsor of today's video, Ecoflow. These things are a powerful little box that can charge your full camping setup, your household appliances, anything you've got on the go. So guys, we're super stoked to have Ecoflow on board with us this year. The Delta 3 Plus is going to come in super handy. We're super stoked to have this in all the builds. So we're going to put this thing to work and show you what it can do. And in the meantime, guys, if you're keen to get one of these for yourselves, visit the link below in my description. It's going to take you to their website, show you all the specs and details on these things so you can check them out for yourself. You don't want to miss this one. These are the biggest game changer in the industry. And yeah, it's got my tick of approval so far, so let's see what we can do with it. Let's go. Back to the video. Oh no, we got a flat battery. Great. Well, we got a flat battery. That'll teach us. We'll get Guido, we'll jump start this thing, and we can actually show you it firing. Now let's give her a lick. She's firing. She runs. So, well, now she's firing. It's fired up. We've got a few more plans we've got to do to this thing. And also, while we're at it, check out the GU bar. It's looking good. A few little things we've got to touch up on her. But if you're interested in a GU bar, you know exactly where to go. It's frothbros.com. I shouldn't even have to tell you twice anymore. You know exactly what we're doing over here. And yeah, you want to cut one of these bad boys? Obviously, it's not finished yet. We've got flat packs and everything like that you love to see. So this one's going to be getting the whole works, triple hoops, big old winch buoy in here. There's a lot of room for that. Don't mind the grill. I did break the grill actually. We don't talk about that. First day owning patrol, I broke the grill. Yeah, it's going to get scrub bars, sliders, everything custom done in-house. And then we've also got Angry Arc Fab. So Cow's going to whip up. We've got a high mount turbo for this thing. And we're going to get the turbo strapped on, intercooler piping done, get this thing basically rolling and ready to drive. And once the turbo's on, that'll probably be in the next video hopefully, we can take this thing out for a good old decent rip and see how she flies. Alrighty guys, that's it for this episode on Froth Bros Media. Cheers for watching, cheers for playing along, and we finally got it sorted. So now that it's running, we can start hooking into the spicy things of this build and get some creative genius happening. Bit of redneck scientry. Pretty stoked with how far we've come. Only 2 episodes into this car, and you know we've been working on it for a couple of days now. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out Ecoflow, who are the sponsor of this video. We really appreciate them big time. Jump over to the website, frothbros.com. Make sure you grab some merch, bull bars, whatever it may be. Support us, support the builds. Anyone who buys a GU bar, the profits of those bars are going straight back into the GU build. So the more bars we sell of GUs, the more this thing's going to get crazier and crazier. So guys, there's your ticket. You want to see a crazy build and you've got a GU, make sure you buy a bar or go buy a shirt, and yeah, we'll make some madness happen. So thanks guys, appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.